I want you to relax and get comfortable. Just allow yourself to be as lazy as you could ever want to be, listening quietly to the sound of my voice. And while you're listening quietly to the sound of my voice, start concentrating for a few moments on your breathing while I wait. Breathing slowly and steadily, just as though you were pretending to be sound asleep, and what you might look like while you're relaxing there. Someone with your intellect will be able to use the power of your mind to see yourself as you must look relaxing there. And then use visualization and the power of your mind to do whatever has to happen to make you look even more relaxed, all the while still thinking about your breathing, making quite sure that each breath in lasts the exact same length of time as the previous breath in, and each breath out mimics the breath exhaled the last time, even though each breath in will probably be a tiny bit shorter than each breath in. And while you're focused on your breathing, notice that the weight of your head starts to feel heavier. And still listening quietly to the sound of my voice. And while you're listening quietly to the sound of my voice, it could be, perhaps, that you'll become aware that you've forgotten to think about your breathing. But that's all right. You can just simply start thinking about your breathing again while you're listening quietly to the sound of my voice and what I'm saying to you here. And there is a theory that most people can think of 7 individual things at one time, plus or minus 2. So that means that most people can think of 7 things all at once, plus or minus 2. So you should be able to think now of at least 5 things all at the same time. But choose now to only think about the things that I give you: the sound of my voice, the rhythm and pattern of your breathing, the weight of your head, and how you might look from the outside. And that's 4 things. So you can think of those 4 things while you're listening to the sound of the music that's playing in the background. So that's 5 things now. And I'm wondering if you can now think about those 5 things. And then at the same time, notice the 6th thing, which is the way your feet feel right now where they rest. And perhaps the angle of your elbows. And so that's 7 things now. The sound of my voice, the weight of your head, the music playing in the background, the way you look while you're relaxing, and your breathing, and your elbows, and your feet where they rest. And I wonder if you can now add an 8th thing into all of that. I wonder if your mind is powerful enough to think of 7 plus one more thing, maybe adding in an awareness of the other sounds in the room, and then just testing to see whether you can add yet another input to your senses, like the smell of a candle burning, so that you're thinking of 9 things all at once. That's 7 plus 2. Thinking about all of those 8 inputs to your senses, and then maybe adding an awareness of the way the muscles in your face relax while you're thinking about all those other things. The weight of your head, your breathing, the music in the background, how you look from the outside, your elbows, The other sounds in the room, your feet where they rest, the sound of my voice, how your face muscles feel, the weight of your head, your breathing, the music in the background, how you look from the outside, the temperature of the room, your feet where they rest, your arms and elbows, the sound of my voice, and how your eyes feel, how your face feels. And, of course, when anybody thinks of so many things, what they are really doing is chasing after those thoughts, one after the other, very quickly. So quickly, it feels as if you're thinking of them all at once. And in the circus, this is displayed as spinning the plates. Spinning one plate, rotating back around to spin another. Using your mind to attempt to do all of this at once. And that's why some people can think of only 5 things, because it's the limit of their memory, while others can actually think of 9 things. And I wonder how well your memory is working as you struggle to remember those 9 things. The weight of your head, your breathing, the music in the background, how you look from the outside, the other sounds in the room, your feet where they rest, your elbows, the sound of my voice, and how your facial muscles feel. And now you can think how peaceful it will feel when you simply allow yourself to think of one single most important thing, concentrating all your positive energy into that one most important thing of all, which is going to be so simple to decide what to think of now that you are going to let yourself think of only one thing instead of 9, or one thing instead of 8 or 7 things, or 2 or 4 things, just that one thing. And that one thing is how good it feels to only think one thing. Thinking how relaxed you can be now, that you're just thinking of how relaxed you would like to be. Relaxing in your mind and in your body and in your spirit. No need to think of anything else at all. Nobody wanting anything. Nobody needing anything. Nobody expecting anything. And absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to relax. You are now nice and comfortably relaxed. And in a moment, I'm going to count you down into an even deeper level of relaxation by using the 26 letters of the alphabet. And with each letter, you will find yourself become even more comfortable, even more deeply relaxed. And as I say each letter, I'd like you to think of a word associated with it. I will suggest a word, but you may think of a different one if you wish. And that's okay, because nobody wants anything, nobody needs anything. There is absolutely nothing for you to do but relax and let go. So when you're ready, I want you to think of the letter Z. And as you think of the letter Z, you might think of the Greek letter zeta, which is the 6th letter of the Greek alphabet. And you can go 6 times deeper into hypnosis, 6 times more deeply relaxed. Or you might think of a comic strip of a cartoon figure sleeping with the letter Z in a speech bubble. and it can remind you of how comfortable it feels when you drift off to sleep. Now, I'd like you to go down to the letter Y. And Y is for yes and you. And yes, you can go deeper, relaxing, comfortable, or just wondering why you have never relaxed so deeply before as you are doing now. The next letter I want you to think of is X. X is the number 10 in Roman numerals, which means that you can go 10 times more deeply relaxed than you were before. 10 times more comfortably relaxed. And now I want you to think of the letter W. And whilst you're waiting for a word beginning with the letter W, you can really begin to enjoy this wonderful feeling of relaxation. And the letter W can represent this wonderful feeling. The letter V represents my voice. And as you concentrate on the sound of my voice, you can go deeper and deeper and deeper still. You're now going down to the letter U, and you can understand how comfortable you can feel as these wonderful feelings unfold, going deeper and much more comfortable, relaxed. And as you drift down to the letter T, perhaps you can be surprised to discover that you can think in hypnosis, and thoughts can be thoughts, but you really don't have to think them. And going down to the next letter, which is S, you can really enjoy the safety and spontaneous feelings of soothing calm in your body, and your mind can relax as we go down to the letter R. Just think of the word relax, and as you think of the word relax, you find that you do indeed become relaxed and comfortable, resting calmly here. Now, I want you to think of the letter Q. And Q stands for the question, how did you relax so quickly? And how quietly calm and relaxed you are now as you rest here in hypnosis in this comfortable state. Go down to the letter P now, and perhaps you'll be pleasantly surprised at how patient you are, drifting ever so gently down, whilst you think of the word peace, just a little word, but it has such pleasant effects. And now we've reached the letter O, and you are, so deeply relaxed, and your subconscious mind is open and receptive, and we've only reached the letter O. Going deeper down to the letter N, and N stands for now. Now you can really let yourself go. Now you are really relaxed, and it's such a nice and natural feeling for you. Drift down to the letter M now, and M is a multitude of different experiences, most wonderful experiences, and so many good feelings. And let go. The letter L stands for let go, so just let go and relax. Go down to the letter K now, and the letter K is represented by the word key. And hypnosis is the key to your wonderful, creative, subconscious mind. And now that you've experienced hypnosis, you can keep this key. Key equals relaxation. The next letter is J, And J is the joyful journey you take as you go deeper, treasuring your key like a jewel and going deeper, relaxed. We've now reached the letter I, and I want you to imagine the word imagine, illuminated in beautifully colored lights. Imagine it now. And go down to the letter H. And you feel so happy in hypnosis. How wonderful it feels to experience these soothing sensations of calm and peace, and perhaps even a heavy feeling in both of your hands, heavy and relaxed. Now down to the letter G, and G simply stands for go. The word go, and go deeper now. Drift down to the letter F, knowing that you're not far from feeling as deeply relaxed as you can possibly be, feeling more and more comfortable, feeling more and more relaxed and at peace with each and every letter. And as you reach the letter E, you can enjoy every experience within and without. E can stand for enjoy, or everything, or every enjoyable experience you have. The letter D stands for deeper, going deeper and deeper down, down and down and deeper down, down to the letter C. Still feeling calm, still feeling comfortable. C is for calm and comfortable, and that's just how you're feeling right now as we go down to the letter B. And you're almost at the bottom. It's such a beautiful feeling, becoming so comfortable and calm. And as you go down to the letter A, it's as though you've already found the answer to all your problems in life, all the letters representing solutions in one way or another. A is for alpha, the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and the frequency of brainwave that you have now achieved. And as you are so attuned to my voice, perhaps you can allow yourself to let go completely whilst you continue listening to the sound of my voice. You are now standing at the top of a long spiral staircase, which seems to go down and around forever. On one side of the staircase is a beautiful ornate banister on which you place your hand as you begin to walk gently down. Beneath your bare feet is a wonderfully soft, luxurious carpet, your favorite color, and as you descend further down the stairs, you feel yourself becoming more relaxed and comfortable than you ever thought possible. And as you go deeper, you discover to your amazement that somehow your feet no longer touch the ground, but instead you are floating down and down, around and around. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, just let any cares and worries you may have disappear, fade away, and let the stairs themselves and the ordinary, everyday world fade from your mind. Standing before you are two very heavy oak-paneled doors, and you make your way toward these doors. Push open the doors. Push with your mind and open the doors. They are heavy, but not locked. And When you open these doors and walk through, you find there are 5 more steps leading down into the archives where you will discover some very interesting things about yourself. You walk through the door, closing it gently behind you. Down the 5 steps, down deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Relaxing more and more as you go deep, deep down into yourself. On either side of you are hundreds and thousands of books, old ones and some not so old ones, large books and small books, thin books and thick books. Some of the books have old, torn, brown covers. They look as though they could be hundreds of years old. Maybe they are. Looking up, you notice that each section is dated. The 1900s, the 1800s, and so on. Within each section, the books appear alphabetically. However, deeper into the archive, you see there are no dates, and looking up at the books, you notice pictures instead of words, some ancient symbols that you don't quite understand. Now, walk along the rows and rows of books. You're looking for one that bears your name. And sure enough, it's there. Reach out for it. Reach up and take that book. The book is heavy, and you carry it carefully onto a large wooden table and open the book. The pages are delicate, some as thin as tissue paper, others like parchment. In fact, the book is more like an album, packed with photographs, color, as well as black and white. There are pictures, drawings, and some pictures you recognize as you are now. Some you recognize as how you were as a child. But further back, there are pictures that you don't recognize at all. I want you to recognize in your mind when you see such a picture. Good. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and although you are deeply relaxed, you'll find that visualizing and answering my questions in your mind makes you relax even more deeply. Look at the picture and tell me, in your mind, answer, what do you see? Are you a male or a female? How old are you? What is your name? Where do you live? What year is it? Where are you? What are you doing? Who is with you? Are you happy? What is a time during this lifetime that you consider the high point of this lifetime? What is something very significant that happened to you during this lifetime? What impact did this very significant event have on this particular lifetime? What is the most important thing that you learned during this lifetime? I want you to let your mind go forward now to the end of this lifetime. I want you to think about in your mind how your life ends in this lifetime. How old are you? Are you alone? Is your family or someone else there with you? Were you happy in this lifetime? Do you have any regrets from this lifetime? Was there anyone that you knew in that lifetime that you have met later? What lessons have you learned in this life that furthered your spiritual development and the development of your consciousness? As you watch yourself dying in this lifetime, your consciousness rises above and leaves your body, drifting towards the beautiful white light. It's a wonderful feeling. You feel free. Tell me, in your mind, is there anyone waiting for you? Where do you go? And when you're ready, I want you to bring yourself back to the here and now, back to this time and this place and normal conscious awareness. You will remember everything that has happened in hypnosis, and over the next few days, you may even remember other things about that lifetime that had been pushed into your subconscious mind. They might come to you as impressions or random thoughts, or something you see or hear may trigger off a recollection. I'm now going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, you will feel fully awake, wide awake, and alert, feeling calm, confident, and relaxed, feeling very good. On 1, gradually awakening. After this session, you will feel an inner warm glow of confidence, a renewed optimism for life, realizing how much better you feel. 2, realizing how much better you feel, all past tension gone and all unnecessary relaxation leaving your body, feeling more energized. 3, lighter and brighter, and when you wake up in a few moments, you'll feel very, very healthy, happier, and more centered than before. You'll be lively and feel fine, alert, full of energy and vitality. 4, normal feelings now returning, to each and every muscle group, more aware of your body and the room around you. You can forget to remember what you can remember to forget, feeling so good. 5. Everything back to normal. Normal, waking, breathing mind, clear and very alert, feeling great and re-energized. And as soon as you're ready to open your eyes, wide awake and alert on 5,